The same Prime Minister refused to blink. He said, left parties, get out of the cabinet, I'll fight back. In this case, the Prime Minister had no option but to give in to Rahul's diktat, because the Prime Minister is doing a wrong thing and Rahul was pushing for a right thing. Don't try and make a virtue out of a complete political necessity is what I'd say to you tonight. Aarti wanted to come in. She had a question for you. Aarti, your question to Sanjay Jha.
A quick...
I just want to ask Sanjay Jha that now that Rahul Gandhi has strengthened institutions by taking a stand on an issue that concerns criminalization of politics, will we see him take such strong stands on other issues linked to corruption? For instance, will he have something to say about the coal scam, which involves the Prime Minister and his office directly? Will he come out strongly about the files that are missing and which created such a storm in Parliament? Is he going to say that the files should be found and presented to the court? I mean, are we going to see Rahul Gandhi now really step up and strengthen these institutions?
Well, let me tell you, Aarti, is a very simple one to answer, actually. I'll give you two examples. Number one, here was Rahul Gandhi, who during the intense, that very, popularly presented Anna Hazare agitation, who went in Parliament and said that the Lokpal should be empowered by giving it a constitutional status. Well, that tells you the view of the man in terms of anti-corruption
infrastructure. That was not my question, Sanjay.
Number two, on all the issues you're talking about, let me tell you, all the matters are sub judice, all the matters are being investigated, and the government, which the party Mr. Gandhi is part of, the government, by the way, is not allowing any interference to come in on its own. It's not trying to influence the CBI. It's trying to do nothing. These are BJP-led allegations. We have to go through the battles day in, day out. But, well, let me tell you, what do you want Mr. Gandhi to do? Mr. Gandhi says he's against corruption. And that means anyone, including... By the way, let me tell you, for a gentleman who comes in a press conference and is transparent...
and present them to the Supreme Court.
I think it's a fairly strong point. You see, the question is, why Sanjay Jha, let's put this in perspective
Mr. Gandhi is
for our viewers tonight.
To demand it of his own government.
One bit. You see, okay, Sanjay, you like challenges, so it's not even a challenge. It's a very basic point that has been raised. Sudhanshu, I'm coming to you next, and Hartosh, Manisha, I'm coming to you next. Ajay, we are all enjoying this debate, but I think Aarti nails it. Aarti's question is very simply this, that if you take a moral position on issues of corruption, unfortunately, perhaps, for those who are on the defensive, you can't be selective about it. You can't take a moral and ethical position on this issue and take a highly legalistic position on something else. If morals and ethics matter, they must matter equally across the board. That's only question which he is raising tonight. Now, Sudhanshu wanted to respond back to you. Sudhanshu to Sanjay Jha.
No, I agree with her.
What Mr. Sanjay Jha was saying and what the question Aarti has raised, I would like to say that those who are taking or trying to take a moral high ground on the issue of corruption, and they are saying that this ordinance should be torn apart and thrown, why they were not saying anything? I think that the CBI report which was submitted in the Supreme Court, they should have said that should have been thrown apart.
Exactly.
The report of the JPC, why were not saying that should have been thrown apart? On the report of PSC on the 2G, which was subverted, why they were not saying that this should have been thrown apart? They have not said like this, but the real face of Gestapo was that they have thrown apart the red corner notice of Quattrochi in the last few months of UPA-1 government in Argentina and transferred the entire amount into the Quattrochi's account. And in looking into that backdrop,
should I remind you of Bangaru Lakshman? Should I remind you of Nitin Gadkari? Should I remind you of Yedurappa? 1 minute. Should I carry on? Should I remind you of Narendra Modi? Should I remind you of Raman Singh? Should I remind you of Shivraj Singh Chauhan? There's a never-ending laundry list, sir. Mr. Trivedi, there's a laundry list of BJP people who have a lot to explain for. We in government are allowing corruption, against anyone, to take its own course. What are you complaining about? At the moment, if anybody's been convicted, you should worry about Mr. Bokharia at the moment. And Mr. Solanki.
What is this
and there are many other people that we know of.
What is this debate? Why should we debate this? Sudhanshu Trivedi and Sanjay Jha, this debate which is titled...
aspersions on the Congress.
This debate which is titled, your corruption is bigger than mine, is immaterial to the viewers tonight. What is of material
No, it was not a question of our corruption and their corruption.
Well, it was made into
matter
that.
was quite different. You have even transferred the amount of money in his account. How it can be said? There is no comparison between anything.
What impact will this whole episode have on the working relationship between Sonia Gandhi, Manmohan Singh and Rahul Gandhi? Has the Prime Minister who heads the cabinet been snubbed? Why shouldn't one question the wisdom of the Prime Minister when such an unpopular, ethically and morally wrong ordinance was being promulgated by his cabinet, which he heads as the Prime Minister? That's a bigger question tonight, and this is a question, Hartosh, which the Prime Minister has not given a convincing reply to so far.
Look, I don't think this Prime Minister is capable of giving a convincing answer. He is subordinate to the political functionaries of this party. And which is why we must go back and look at what Rahul did on that afternoon and just re-examine it. It is not that people did not want the ordinance reappealed, but people have not been taken in by the theatrics of that afternoon. If Rahul was serious in his gesture, it could have easily been done in the following fashion. He could have come and told us, he's spoken to the Prime Minister, the party and the government has agreed that they made a mistake and they are willing to reconsider it, and the party has taken a stand with the allies that there are certain things which are non-negotiable, and on a question of principle we will go ahead and repeal this ordinance. None of this was done. Neither are the allies taken into confidence, neither is Rahul willing to associate himself with the party.
True.
Manmohan has made the scapegoat.
True, so this is
forced to accept whatever happens. It is only Manmohan Singh's conscience that at some point will answer for the fact as to why he does not step up at any stage and say that he is not party to this decision-making process.
I agree, Hartosh, but Manisha raises a hand. I go to Manisha, but what happens is, on a slightly more complex level, the Congress party, some people will be laughing away, saying our dual power center model has worked very well for us. Rahul Gandhi is the hero of the piece, and the Prime Minister gets the brickbats. Manisha?
But Arnab, he is not the hero of the piece. That is the essential problem here. However much the Congress may want to believe he is the hero of the piece, the fact is that is not how it is playing out.
Sanjay Jha just said it has. That
People
means
get sense in sincerity and theatrics.
Well, I don't know whether by saying that it has, he has agreed that this was the whole idea, that the Prime Minister takes the brickbats, Rahul Gandhi takes the bouquets. I don't know if Sanjay Jha just admitted that. Manisha Priyam.
No. I'm saying that the media which constantly said that there are dual centers of power that won't work, it has worked brilliantly for 9 years. There has been no friction, no misunderstanding. The media may have its sources, but as spokespeople, we have official channels.
Manisha Priyam,
be assured.
3 minutes to the debate, Manisha Priyam.
President of your party.
Between the Prime Minister and Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
What else is this except friction? That the Vice President of the party has to take the government by the collar and come out to a place like the press club and say this is utter nonsense. This was a delegated function, exercised by the executive. This was a legislative function which ordinarily under no democracy, neither in the US nor in the UK, are such extraordinary ordinance-making powers delegated to
2 minutes. 2 minutes on the debate.
Power of governance is questioned.
2 minutes on the debate. What is the impact on the Prime Minister?
On the aesthetics, I would concede. Mr. Manmohan Singh has kept, Dr. Manmohan Singh has kept the grace of the office, but on the politics of it, clearly conceded. So once again, we have what is technically a very technocratic Prime Minister who heads the foreign affairs, the finance and the defense ministries. All the political ministries and ministries that concern home and inland affairs are really not something that concerns him.
So what's happening?
Now, even after this fiasco, if we had had the Prime Minister coming and talking to the people of India, I would have accepted that there was political leadership.
After all of this,
which is expected of
the big question,
model of functioning.
1 minute on the debate. The big question.
I don't know if I can make a point. Not understand that
Ajay Bose
is in fact a minuscule leader of your party.
Ajay Bose, and then the last question.
If I can make a point, Arnab, the thing goes beyond just how Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi and Prime Minister get along and who has come out the best. We are a country, a very large country, an emerging superpower, We have a Prime Minister whose credibility today is virtually zero. He was humiliated in public, although we may celebrate that the public pressure won. But the fact is, he was humiliated in public
Mr. Bose,
while he
you
was
should have heard the
abroad
Prime Minister's
meeting
speech
world
at the UN
leaders.
General Assembly. To know his
I'm
international
sorry,
stature, you have to hear his
I'm
speech
sorry.
at the UN General Assembly.
He has very little credibility
and
left.
Look at the
He
content
was
of his
already
meeting
a
with the
weak
Pakistan
Prime Minister.
Minister.
Today he has
And look
no
at how he took up
credibility left.
issues of
It leaves us a
state-sponsored
serious
terrorism with Mr.
problem.
Obama.
If Rahul
I don't
Gandhi
think you know
really
what you're
wants to
talking
take
about.
over, he should
I
actually
don't think
take
you know
over.
what you're talking about.
What is this hit and run tactics that he emerges at the press club?
Okay.
And then suddenly disappears.
30 seconds on the debate. The last question. The last question is to Sankarshan Thakur. After all of this, after the state elections, can the Congress party afford to go into the next general elections with the ambiguity of leadership anymore? Will they now have to make it clear that the next election is not fought under Manmohan Singh?
Arnab, if I could just add to what Ajay Bose and Hartosh Singh have said before this. You know, Rahul Gandhi he is the vice president of the party. He is the sort of big Yuvraj of the Congress. He had the Congress core committee which discussed this ordinance. He could have voiced his opinions there, his reservations there. And as Ajay was saying, become Prime Minister. Come up to the table, take the responsibility and take the shit that comes with it. Don't load it on like a maverick sort of paratrooper every time you wish to make a point and then just buzz off. I mean, this is not how an aspiring Prime Minister
But the point has been made.
Of India's...
But he's been effective. He's made the point. He's no politics.
He has been effective.
But he must
effective
follow
where?
it.
Do you think?
He needs to follow it.
Arnab,
He needs to
Arnab,
take it to its
I do not think as a result of what Rahul Gandhi has done, they are going to score any brownie points on being anti-corruption. I'm sorry.
Okay,
it's too late
gentlemen,
for the Congress party.
gentlemen, that reopens this debate. We'll look at it once again. But
let the public decide, Sankarshan.
For now,
let the public decide. It's an epochal change, as a historical
for
change.
now, Rahul Gandhi has scored over
decide.
Manmohan Singh, whether or not anyone admits it in the Congress party. That's exactly what happened. We have breaking. First of all, I want to thank all our panelists. It's been a fantastic debate. The political consequences of this we're going to debate for a long time.